So my wife and I tried growing giant pumpkins this year, and honestly, we had zero expectations. We figured we'd plant some seeds, document the inevitable failure, and call it a day. But then, this happened. Come along with us as we stumble through this whole giant pumpkin adventure. Ready or not, here we come. Hey y'all, welcome to the Nest Homestead. It's Dakota. What are we going to be doing today? We're going to be growing some pumpkins from seed. Let me show you the pumpkin variety that we're going to be using. So we're going to be doing Dill's Atlantic Giant, and it is a big, giant pumpkin. It says that this sucker can get up to like 400 to 500 pounds. There is not a lot of room here on the homestead at the moment. We're going to be growing it in this. It's a 10-gallon grow bag. I don't know how it's gonna fare in here, but we're experimenting. All of you naysayers might be saying, it's never gonna grow in a 10-gallon grow bag, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? Never tell us the odds, because here on the Nest Homestead, we're gonna defy status quo. We're gonna work with what we got, and what we got right now, 10-gallon grow bag. Of course, we are open to feedback, so if you have something that could be a good idea with this space that we have, let us know. But we're gonna give it a shot, and here we go. Woo! This right here is a Dill's Atlantic Giant Pumpkin Seed. Isn't she precious? Isn't she beautiful? This is gonna be the bountiful seed that is going to flourish over the season and become a giant pumpkin for us. So why are we planting a pumpkin in the first place? Angela and I are avid watchers of Goldshaw Farm. If you don't know who Morgan Gold is, go check out Goldshaw Farm. We love you, Morgan. Oh, that's a bit strong. We watch a lot of Goldshaw Farm here on the Nest Homestead. Him and his buddy Alfred.
You guys know Alfred, right?
My buddy Alfred are going to be doing a pumpkin growing contest, and we decided to join here. So we're gonna be starting our pumpkin. It's a little late in the season right now. It's the 4th of July is tomorrow for us. All right, so with this seed, we gotta plant it about an inch beneath the soil that we're going to be using. Really, I think the only thing that we're limited on is just space and the availability of space for the pumpkin to grow and soil. But we're going to try this out. We're going to try this little experiment. In the 10-gallon grow bag, we're going to fill this sucker up with a bunch of soil and then plant this seed about an inch deep. If we can't get something to grow, well, at least we tried. So let's get this show on the road. Getting a little dark here on the homestead, but we've got our soil all put in the grow bag. Yeah, it looks like there's about 3 inches, maybe a little less than 3 inches of space here where like soil could still go. Could also put like a mulch layer over this too, just so it retains moisture better and protect it a little bit more from the elements out here on these super hot and humid days. Now we have to put this bad boy about an inch deep into the soil. I also heard that you have to put it pointy side facing down. So I just did a little bit more reading. We're gonna put 2 to 3 seeds in this. So per hill, you want 2 to 3 seeds, just so that something sprouts, or you have more likelihood that something sprouts and takes. So we're gonna put, I think we'll do 3 seeds in here and hope that something sprouts. We'll give it a shot. We're gonna use our trusty ruler and measure going about an inch deep. All right, so we got the pumpkins in the grow bags. We got 3 seeds in there. We're gonna give them a nice drink of water, and these things are heavy feeders. So when we do feed them, we're gonna use a nitrogen-rich fertilizer and just keep them very moist. Once they start sprouting, we're gonna choose to keep the strongest looking sprout and then go from there. They do, however, require a lot of sunlight. Unfortunately, in this spot, we don't get a lot of sunlight. We have like a little overhang roof, and the sun is actually on this side of the building, so we might get some daylight, but we don't get direct sunlight. So that's a bit of a challenge. We actually might need to move this plant into a more creative location once we start getting some growth. Let me give these guys a little drink of water.
It's the next day after Dakota planted the pumpkin, the giant pumpkin, and here we have this project that a family member kindly gave to us, propagating these 2 basil varieties. It's time to plant them, so we're gonna do that right now. All right, it's early morn. Hair's still disheveled, drinking our coffee, but we wanted to get this project going with the basils. So we're using our dead trees as a little bit of a mulch because I think a bird or some kind of an animal dug into Dakota's pumpkin.
It was already trying to eat the pumpkin seeds. From what I saw, they're still in there.
My young beauties,
To the earth.
yes, you will return to the earth where Mama will caress you and you will be reborn in one way or the other again.
And you shall feast on mother's milk.
Witness me!
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
So my thinking is having one here, one here. All right, we're gonna take this purpley one and I'm gonna put the purpley one over here. Look at those roots. Oh my globness. Behold Dakota's beautiful toesies.
Ew, not my toes.
His little tootsie.
Not my tootsies.
Go like so. I'm gonna grab our other pretty one and put it in here. From what my sources tell me, you have to water them quite regularly the first few days with a lot of water because they are water propagated and they're more used to it. Something of that sort. So we're gonna make sure we water them regularly these next few days as they establish themselves.
Angela has been studying plants.
I have not. I'm watching YouTube videos.
That's studying.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And you've been going to plant classes.
You're right. You're right.
So you have become a little wiser.
Yeah, I have to be more confident.
Just taking a little off the top there.
Our poor baby sapling trees.
This was our sapling trees that we were gifted as a wedding gift. They died. There's no way to bring back a sapling once it is dead. We kind of expected this to happen. We were holding out hope, but it's dead. So we're just gonna use it as nice mulch.
Yeah.
To cover the soil here. Oh, and doesn't it just look lovely? I gotta spread it out a little bit, but it's gonna cover the soil, protect it from any wind, erosion, and retain moisture.
Do some of that. Fill that puppy up. Can do a little bit right there. A little bit right there. This one a little bit more. I really want to put something right here so we can like have it up there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like something that hooks onto here. Hooks here.
That was what I wanted to do with this box. And these are done. We're gonna scoop them this way because the birdseed here is a danger spot. But this is our little homestead. I just came back from work and this is what I found. Look at this. No, these right here, I think these are just birdseed. But this is the pumpkin. Oh my gosh, it's already very big. A bunch of good things happening. I'm so excited.
Wait, what? Oh, my goodness.
What?
I think it's safe to say they're pumpkins, right?
I think so too. We got the pumpkins growing.
I gotta say, I really doubted this was gonna work. I did at the beginning of the project.
I did
was
too.
like, it's not gonna grow. I
'Cause,
eat my words now. I eat back what I thought.
I also think that, and I was like, you know what? Like, you just got to give it a try. So I had hope, but I didn't know that they were gonna
Be this big.
I had no clue.
We're coming for the title, Alfred and Goldshaw Farm. You better believe we're gonna be making some giant pumpkins.
Friendly competition. I'm excited to see how these grow.
What if that's a pumpkin?
In that pumpkin.
What if it's a pumpkin?
In no pumpkin. The pumpkins are looking amazing. We've got 2 strong sprouts here. I planted 3 seeds. However, there's only 2 sprouts. We're just gonna wait and see which is the strongest. And when they start to develop their true leaves, we'll determine which one is like the most viable candidate. And then from there, we need to snip the weaker ones at like the soil level. We don't wanna take out the sprout entirely because that's gonna disturb the whole rooting system. And we definitely don't want that to be disturbed and disrupt any kind of plant growth or potentially like weaken the stronger ones. So we're gonna snip one of these 2 that looks weaker once the true leaves start to develop, and then hopefully we'll have some fruiting that will start to happen here. Again, I'm no expert, so this is just the research that I've been doing. If you have any other feedback or comments, let me know. Pumpkins have deep rooting systems. They're not gonna get as deep as they would out there in the soil on the earth. It's gonna be a fun challenge. I would expect there to be some kind of growth that happens, but definitely not 400 400 or 500 pounds, their growth is gonna be stunted just due to what they're in right now, but we're gonna give them the best shot possible. Like I said, it's gonna be more so fun and educational as our first time doing this. And then we have our red grape tomato plant. I looked this up. It's looking pretty leggy. Still trying to really understand what that means. I'm thinking it just means long and spindly and thin, and is trying to get to sunlight. I did start putting a couple of sticks here to help support the plant, make sure it's not leaning or tilting, but maybe there's other ways to support this as well. Potatoes are doing good. We did the same thing here, supporting them with little stalks and stems, and even hanging them off the side of the balcony here, and they're doing pretty well. We're getting to the point in time where it's about ready to harvest these. Probably got like a month left or so, and they were starting to lean a lot just because the growth is getting kind of out of control and they're getting pretty heavy, so we have had to prop them up a little bit, and I think they're much happier for it. We got our little basil plants here. They are thriving. I just pruned some bigger leaves. There's probably still some here that I can prune, but I'm gonna wait like a day. You might be wondering why this grow bag is pretty fuzzy. It's because Bimo likes to play inside and on these grow bags. She likes to nap on them. Before we filled this with soil and potatoes, this was Bimo's little hidey hole and nappy nap spot. Bird feeder, we're trying to really get rid of this bird feed. Don't really want to fill it. The birds are pretty smart. They go for the good stuff. We refuse to fill it at this moment so they can eat this old stuff. The wonders of the homestead. Ain't she a beaut? So peaceful. So tranquil. The habanero plant has one little fruity right here. It's got some growth going on. I think we could prune this a little bit more to make it more of a like bushier and less tall. And there's been these little fly things. I don't know if you can see them. It's not been good with drainage. I don't know, we might try to repot it in a better pot that drains better. We might try to use different soil and maybe add a little bit of perlite to help with the drainage. It's been okay. We're just keeping an eye on it. Thank you for being here with us on the Nest Homestead. It means a ton having you here as we build toward the real vision. So if you enjoyed this video, consider watching another one. There's always something new happening here on the homestead, and we'd love to have you stick around for the next part of our story. So until next time, keep growing.
Got big dreams, just doing random things with my best friend.